Mother Tankers, and welcome back to another Gunners course. Today we're looking at the KV-1. Now, anyone who's ever come up against one of these at battle rating 3.7, so 3 to 4, will know these things are bulletproof. They're not that fast, but they are quite manoeuvrable, they are massive, and they are very hard to pen. So I'm going to show you where you can and can't shoot it, where the ammo is stored, things like that, to give you an idea of how you can possibly beat it. Now, look at the armour on this thing. 75, 70, 75, 90, 90. So, let's face it, from the front this thing is a beast. From the back, it's a little bit thinner, but there's a little technique that's known to KV-1 drivers, is to find yourself a nice spot, so you're kind of protected, you can angle it. Angling is very important, especially with these Russian tanks. They're invincible when angled. And turn your turret around. So you basically, back end is facing towards the enemy and your turret's facing towards them. And you can't pen them. You really can't. You've got engines and everything in the way. It's very hard to actually get through and get them. So let's have a look. So say you were, as we always are, Americans versus Russians. It's a 3.7, so let's say you're driving along in, there you go, your M4. It's a 3.3, quite a good matchup. This will happen quite a bit. So you come up to this little beast comes towards you out of the mist, and you've got a KV-1 looking at you. Can you go through there? No, of course you can't. Looking at you, can you go through there? No, of course you can't. Can you go through there? No, you can't. Maybe side of turret, maybe. But what you really want to do is, first of all, we've got a driver's port here. Aim for that if it's coming at you at the front. Obviously try and run away. If not, you might stand a chance of getting through and maybe injuring a driver or a commander or anything like that. But from the front, this thing's pretty impermeable. Yeah, impenetrable, that's what we're looking for, the word. Now you can go through there if he's looking at you and try and take out his breach. You might get some ricochet inside, you might not, it depends. But pretty much from the front, you can go there, and that's about it. Now obviously when this thing's shooting at you, it's quite a panic. I mean, you can go to the side of the turret here as well, and that might give you a kill on a couple of crew, if you're lucky. But as we know, from there to there is not a big space when it's driving at you in the heat of the battle. But and also Russian bias and War Thunder physics means that you'd aim there and it would go down here or something like that, and then you're dead. So what you need to do is actually try and find it from the side. Here's the side of a KV-1 for obvious reasons. Now you can go straight through here, 2 dots here, aim above there, bang. You can go through the side of the turret there. That will get you lots of crew. Now you possibly get through the back here. It's a bit thicker, but that's where the ammo is stored, so it's thicker armour. But try it if you can, because you'll get a detonator. Now you can also go through the sides here, but again, with all Russian tanks, for some reason they've got these massive radiators in the way, so you can't really do much. You can take out the engine and stop it, but again, this is a dangerous bit. The engine's not a dangerous bit. Now just behind this front top drive wheel here, not drive wheel, trailing wheel, if you fire through there, there is ammo stored there, and you might get a chance of detonation. That is, of course, obviously if they go out with a full load of ammo. If they're not, then there's less ammo, so there's less chance of hitting it. So remember that. But yes, so you can go through there at a slight angle. It'll go through there to the ammo, so remember the ammo stored at the back of the turret. From the back, as I said, a favourite of KV-1 drivers is to reverse at people. You have plenty of chance of getting through transmission. Not so there, because it'll just go through it, but underneath there, transmission and engine. You can get them both. And he's not moving anywhere. But he's not bothered about that, because he'll just sit where he is, at an angle, and shoot you. Now you can get through the back of the turret, obviously, if you're lucky enough to come up behind one, and there's a crew there. But as I say, try and go for the sides of the turret from the back, and that's where he keeps some of his ammo. Now if he's got a full load of ammo, that'll go through there. You might get an explosion. Or you can go through where the turret joins the body and again kill crew. But other than that, you've got the usual Russian massive engine stopping shots coming through at you. Now this is a KV-1 which is a very feared tank. So this is a 3.3, so 3.3 versus 3.7, it's quite a possible matchup. If he angles at you at all, he is invincible. You are just going to ricochet everywhere. If he knows what he's doing, he's driven this tank before, you can guarantee that the tank driver is going to kill you. Guarantee. Only chance is to escape is to shoot them in the gun to make their gun stop and run away. There's a slight chance you might get through a driver's hatch there at this angle. I mean, what angle are we at? 21 degrees. If he's got any sense at all, he'll angle at you. Try and get a 30 to 40 degree angle towards your body, and he's just invincible. Let us go and show you where the crew is. Now there's quite a big crew on this, which also doesn't help because you can take one or two of his crew out and he'll still keep going. Obviously you've got two drivers there, well, a driver and a machine gunner, and then you've got a main gunner there, the commander there, and the loader stuck at the back. Now obviously shooting his loader is going to slow down his load time. Shooting his gunner is going to have to swap out, he can't shoot again. But remember where they are, because they're pretty much your only chance of stopping this tank is to take out his crew members one at a time. Ammo, of course, stored here in the back of the turret. It's very important to remember that. But if the tank commander who's driving it knows their stuff, they're not going to take a full load out, so there will be less ammo here. So it'll be all down here where it's normally stored in Russian tanks. Now there is a possibility here, if he's got some down here, you can go from the side here and get it. Not from this side though. Big radiator, not from that side at all. So you've got to take him on his left hand side and go through the front. Turn it off there. This wheel area here. This is where your gap is. So really just about there is the only place you're going to shoot this tank and it explode from the side. Well, I hope that's a bit helpful for you. I know it's there's not many options on the KV-1 way to shoot it because it's such a well-designed tank. If it had got a top speed of a T-34, this thing would be OP as hell. There's no way you'd be able to stop it. Fortunately, it's a bit slower and the turret rotation is pretty slow as well, so you should be able to nip round the side and try and pen it. Or even better, get it from the back and pen it. But, as I say, KV-1 drivers love the KV-1s. If they know what they're doing, they're going to turn the turret around and reverse at you. So all you can hit is the gun, it's the engine and the transmission, and he's just going to stop there and he's going to shoot at you until you're deaded. If you want a prime example of how much this thing bounces shells, here's a little clip of a single gameplay I had just to get some footage for this video, and we'll do a little montage and count up how many bounces we have in a small section of time. Hope this was helpful. Remember those little points. Don't forget to check out other videos. We've also got 2 more videos on T-34s, where to shoot them, and Tiger H1s, where to shoot them. Don't forget also to leave me a comment below if I've missed an obvious weak point on this tank, or there's an obvious easy way to kill it. Please let me know, because I'll be quite intrigued as well, because these things blow me up all the time. Don't forget also to check out our other videos on the channel. You can also check out our social media here. If you liked it, smash the like button for me. It helps me out a lot. And if you really liked it, subscribe to the channel, because that means I can keep making more videos like this. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Much love.